veggies? My name is VTR and welcome back to another movie review, and today we are reviewing Until Dawn. Now, I did not know if I was going to actually eventually get around to watching this or not. I didn't know if and when I was going to get around to watching it because, like, if you saw my trailer reactions to this movie, I was not excited for this. But, um, I'm not even going to read the synopsis for this. Uh, Basically just it's not Until Dawn. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. I'm gonna jump straight into this. I'm just gonna jump straight into the review. Going into this, I had very low expectations. Because like when I heard this was getting made, I was like, oh heck yeah, Until Dawn movie? Yes, please. Um, but then I saw the I saw the little like first little trailer, like teaser trailer. Then I saw the actual trailer, and I was like, I was not looking forward to this movie. And that's why I didn't go see it in theaters and everything. And I finally sat down and watched it. And what did I think of Until Dawn? I'm just going to be straight up honest. I'm indifferent. There are things in this movie I actually like. Things that do tie it to Until Dawn. There's more tying it to Until Dawn than I thought there would be, but also the way some of the things are tied in doesn't feel crazy because, like, from what they said about this movie, it takes place in the same world. Like, the events of the game have happened. So this takes place afterwards, and there's some stuff in this that kind of hint at that if you know the game. And obviously, Until Dawn is one of my favorite horror games, one of my favorite choice-driven games. I'm still currently doing my replay of the remake on my channel right now, um, and I had a lot of fun with that game, and I really enjoyed the story and everything. I like how it just felt really like a really good horror story. The whole time loop and everything. Here's what I could say: this movie would have worked as a Dark Pictures anthology movie, which is the other games made by the same people. It could have just been that. And the way they kind of like tie the game in is fine, but like to someone that hasn't played the game, they're gonna be able to follow this just fine. I think that most people are going to find this as a fine little horror movie. The positives I do have to say, the effects, like the kills and all that, are really well done. The atmosphere I think is pretty good. It does lose me a little bit in the third act. Um but besides that, I think it's still done fairly decently. I can't go as far as to say it's bad or anything cuz it's not bad. It's still a fun time and everything, and there's some fun moments and everything. The characters are nothing to write home about. They're like very cookie cutter, um, and sometimes these kids make really dumb decisions and everything. And it's like it feels like they're being doing like oh they're being dumb when we want to lean into the horror tropes and everything, which I guess I can kind of see, but overall this movie is just I don't know, man. This movie it's not great. It's not awful. And I actually don't hate it as much as I thought I was going to. I actually, when I was in the middle of watching, I was like, oh, I'm actually kind of liking this. But the more I started sitting with it, I'm more just indifferent. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't even know if I'd say I like it. I could just say it's okay. I'd probably be the most accurate description of the movie. It's okay. Like I said, there's some good effects, and having Dr. Hill, and everything from the game in this is a highlight. And there is one scene with him which feels straight out of the game, which I like. That scene I liked, but like the characters aren't anything worthwhile talking about. They're not the best thing ever. Like it's just a movie where I'm just like indifferent on how I feel about it. It's not like it's being a fan of this game and it being one of my favorite uh recent games. I don't know. I don't know. It's like there's some interesting stuff here, and there are a couple of like funny moments in here too. It's not meant to be really a comedy, but there are a couple moments I was like, huh. And I think it did. I think the movie overall does most of that well. Um, Now with that being said, um, I'm gonna go ahead and do this now because I normally don't do this till later in the review, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it out of the way now. Critics give this movie a 52% on Rotten Tomatoes, and audiences give it a 67. So it's not hated by audiences, but it's like not hugely liked either. With the gore effects, with the gore effects, with the comedy, and just I like that they use for the Wendigos. There are Wendigos in this movie. The Wendigos in this movie they do use the sounds from the game, and there are some moments that like do feel straight out of the game, but also um sometimes the Wendigos feel like the Wendigos from the game, and then they feel like just generic creatures at points. So that's kind of a but like there is a neat little twist that happens in the middle of the movie. I'm not gonna give it away. And I'm like, oh wow, this is what's going on, or this is what happened, and I was like, oh okay, so let's see how this is gonna go. And overall, I think the movie is just okay. Like I think there are Until Dawn fans that are gonna hate this, and probably already do. Um, but I don't think the movie is awful. I don't think it is bad. I think it has some merit, and I would actually recommend it, especially to Until Dawn fans, because I'd love to hear what other people that haven't played the game or people who've played the game think more, and also hear people that haven't played it as well, because I'm very interested to see what people think. Um, because it's an interesting film to say nonetheless. I'm gonna go ahead and give my rating. I'm gonna go right down the middle on this one because I'm gonna go right down the middle. I'm gonna go 3 out of 5. I do like uh yeah. Actually, since I'm indifferent, I'm gonna go directly down 2.5 out of 5. That make it sound like I think it's bad, but like that's where I'm gonna have to go with the movie because it's just I don't know. It just feels I don't know. I feel like they could have done more, and maybe if this gets a sequel, which I don't think it's going to, because they do seem like they try to set something up at the end. Maybe, or it could just be a callback. I don't know. Um, but I would like to see how well they adapt or do a sequel to this. I think would be a good idea. Um, to see it, but I don't know. I don't know what I really think about it. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I hate it. Like like I said, I'm indifferent. I really don't know 100% what I think about the film. But that's really all I gotta say for this review, though, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments section, guys. What do you guys think of the movie? Did you like it? Did you hate it? And I will see all of you guys in the next video. Bye.